Hello everyone, Kami here, and just as a heads up, this review will contain spoilers, so if you don't want those, click off now. Anyways, I really enjoyed the cold open. I thought it was really well put together, and honestly a stellar opening for the film, and seeing the credits, it seems all of my smaller issues with the first film could largely be attributed to the other writers that happened to be on board that weren't Scott, because the writing of that scene was just amazing, in my opinion. The opening credits are really cool too. I honestly enjoyed them a lot. I really enjoyed the pixel art style that they went for. It felt like a nice callback to the mini games in the first few games. Anyways, I really like the difference in the way Michael and Abby treat the whole situation, because this is post-first movie, obviously, with Michael not really wanting to talk about it afterwards and saying the whole story that was shared is made up, whereas Abby continues to share the story because she knows it's real, even if she knows that the other kids she tells it to think that she made it up. I also really like the scene between Vanessa and Mike, and how Mike says that confronting the situation in her dreams might help her move past it like it did for him in the first film. And just in general, the way that they talk in that dinner scene, it's very nice. The scene right after with Abby and Mike in the abandoned pizzeria was a really nice bonding moment for the two. I really love watching that sibling dynamic between the two, honestly. Also, the Freddy plush made the FNAF beatbox noise when it was pressed, and yeah, that's something. Abby picking the Faz Talker makes a lot of sense considering why she was there in the first place. Also, the ghost hunting team showing up at the original location shown in the intro is kinda awesome, honestly. Nice bait and switch with Michael and Mike, too. TLDR, by the way, Michael Afton is in this film as well. Yes, he's a separate character. Anyways, speaking of that scene, the atmosphere during the whole thing is honestly pretty creepy. I love it. The way they all naturally split off from each other through their individual attentions being caught by different things, like the music from the music box next to the giant present, or the abandoned boat ride. It's all just really interesting. Also, all the deaths of the ghost hunters are really great too. I especially love the possessed look that the female ghost hunter has. The nightmare sequence with Vanessa and her dad William is honestly really cool, and the brief glimpse of Circus Baby was honestly also really shocking, but nice to see. I love that. I also love how trippy the whole sequence is as a whole from beginning to end. It's such cool filmmaking. Also, the scene with Abby seeing Toy Chica is very cool. Megan Fox's vocal performance actually fits the character very well. I'm surprised. I honestly love all the build-up that this film has been doing. It's very cool to watch. And I also love how we actually haven't spent that much time in the abandoned pizzeria, and it's more about the characters than it is the location. It's a really interesting way to go with this. The scene with Abby entering the password is honestly really tense and probably my favorite so far, though I know my true favorite scene will come when Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie finally talk. I really love the whole climax where they're tracking down all of the individual animatronics, and in this climax we finally get Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie's voices, and I really love them both. Bonnie especially. I think Matt Pat does a stellar job as Toy Bonnie, and as I suspected, you can barely recognize it's even him in the first place, which makes sense considering he's always been a theater kid. Kellengoff's Toy Freddy is really good too, but he's a voice actor, so I kinda expected that out of him. Anyways, I also really love the prototypes. They're very cool. The Wizards, by the way, that's what I'm talking about. I love that the original animatronics came back to save Abby. It's really nice considering their connection. And the ending with Mike not trusting Vanessa and wanting her to not follow honestly makes a lot of sense after the whole film, though her getting possessed is something I'm not really too sure about, honestly. I want to see how they tie up this plot thread in the third film. Honestly, I think it'll be a really interesting watch. It's also kind of a weird way to end the film, but I'm not like, too upset about it, honestly. The only thing I could really complain about is how few lines Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie got. I think their vocal performances are way too good for only like 2 or 3 lines each, honestly. Anyways, with all things considered, this was a really good film that I can't wait to watch again. Despite what I heard the critics say, I loved it a lot and can't wait for more from the franchise. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment giving your opinion on the film, and donate to my Ko-Fi if you'd like to support me. You can also become a member of my Patreon instead if you want. You get videos a day early there most of the time. And that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.